pẹ́ títí ọjọ́ àpín o bọ́nà bá jìnnà jìnnà àdópin o àti sáré àdópin aré àmàtìjìyà àdópin ìyà o àti sunsun àti kan ògiri ó má dìgbẹ̀yìn kọ́ lọ́tẹ̀ ìmọ̀ o bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
ilé òní gbóná kárẹ́nu omi kọ́lé ayé òní kóró kálọ̀ dífá ọ̀run o láyé náà la ó wà títà ó fi ṣẹ́gun lójú àwọn ọlọ́tẹ̀ ẹkún akọjá òkùnkùn ajímọ́lẹ̀ fáwa ọmọ Yorùbá ọjọ́ ayọ̀ súnmọ́lé o.
ó di láéláé pọ́npá ó mà di láéláé pọ́npá Yorùbá ò ní dọ̀bálẹ̀ ẹ̀fẹ́ nìkan ó di gbẹ̀yìn kọ́ lọ́tẹ̀ ìmọ̀ o.
yé ẹ dìde dìde bí ológun ẹ bá jàgà sílẹ̀ o ẹ rántí àtọmọdọ́mọ kò ní sún wa kò ní rẹ̀ wá bá ó fi ṣẹ́gun tẹni tó dé ó sàn ju ẹni tirẹ̀ ń bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò ní ní dúró kẹ́dúró gbọ̀n kẹ́dúró gbọ̀n kẹ́dúró gbọ̀n 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 àtùpàgbé oníkànnì o bí ẹ bá sùn ẹ gbé ọjọ́ ayọ̀ súnmọ́lé o.
bí a bá kú tí a bá jí a ó mẹ́ni rè fẹ́ràn ẹni bá ṣàìsàn wò ni yóò lè mọyì àlàáfíà bí a bá ṣaláìní ká tó wá ní a ó mọyì ìgbà bá ń fojoojúmọ́ jẹun ata ó dífá fún Yorùbá tí í ṣe ọmọ Odùduwà bàbá mi òkè gàgàgà tí í ṣe lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ́yìn aṣòótọ́ Ọ̀yọ́ Ìbàdàn Oǹdó Ìjẹ̀ṣà Ilé Ifẹ̀ o.
wá ohùn alóore Odùduwà ló ń pè.
Àkúrẹ́ Ọ̀wọ̀ Ìkàrẹ́ Ẹ̀yìn Èkìtì ẹgbóhùn Ìgbé o.
wá ohùn alóore Odùduwà ló ń pè.
Ìbàràpá Ilé Ẹ̀gbádò Ẹ̀yìn Ọ̀ṣun ẹgbóhùn Ìgbé.
jọmjọm ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ lẹ́jà sí o lórí ìkànnì bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ TV lórí YouTube gbàgede ìmọ̀ Òjàláwùyé lórí Facebook mo wá fẹ́ rọ̀ wá fún kinní kan tó bá jẹ́ lóòótọ́ lẹ nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa tó bá jẹ́ lóòótọ́ lẹ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ètò wa a mọ̀ pé àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan tá a ti sọ sẹ́yìn táwọn èèyàn nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí kò jẹ́ kọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa wá wò wá mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n wọn bẹ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń dó tí wà tẹ́ ń wò wá ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tí subscribe sí channel wa tẹ́ ẹ̀ wà yìí YouTube channel wa ẹ̀ wò bí tán kọ subscribe sí kẹ̀tẹ̀ kẹ̀ subscribe wa ọ̀fẹ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni pé ẹ̀yin tó bá dórí Facebook lẹ́yìn tí ń wò wá ẹ̀ wò bí tán kọ follow sí kẹ̀tẹ̀ kẹ̀ follow wa kẹ̀dẹ̀ máa bá a sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé àròtọ̀ la tó ń ṣe báyìí o lórí ìkànnì bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ oríṣiríṣi la máa gbé wá oríṣiríṣi information la máa gbé wá irú tó fi dé mi nìkan ni máa jókòó ni máa dá sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ rárá ṣé ò bá ní ká fi ọwọ́ wẹwọ́ òun náà lọ́wọ́ fi mọ́ gbàgede jíkẹ́mi tí ń ṣe fẹ́lẹ́ ọgbọ́n tó ní lórí èmi ò ní ìtẹ́mi náà ní òun ò ní kájọ máa fomi tó rọrọ̀ kádẹ̀ ìjọ máa fikùn lókun kájọ máa jẹ́ kí informations tí ẹ bá ń gbọ́ kó máa dé etí ìgbọ́yín bá ká ọ̀rá lé.
ẹ tún kú dédé àsìkò yìí ní gbogbo ibi tẹ́ bá ti láǹfààní láti gbọ́ wa ní gbogbo ibi tí ọwọ́ jẹ́ ní ètò yìí bá tún dé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ ẹ ti mọ̀ ṣe wa wípé gbogbo ohun tó ń lọ là á máa mú wá sí etí ìgbọ́yín láti fi tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí àwọn nǹkan kan pàápàá jùlọ àwọn ọmọ kóòtù òjíire ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ètò yìí jẹ́ ètò tó ṣe pàtàkì fún gbogbo wa ẹ ti gbọ́ bí bàbá wa Ògúndé ṣe ti jọ̀lọ̀ náà fún wa ká fi wọlé ètò yìí ọ̀rọ̀ àgbà ní bí òṣèlú rọ̀ àṣẹ lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ lẹ́ni o àtútù kó débi bá kò ṣe má gbọ́ ní àwọn èyí tá a tútù kó wá ní èní ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní tí igi bá rí lugi torí ẹ̀ lákọ́kọ́ ṣe kí lákọ́kọ́ gbé torí náà a máa ṣèpín láwẹ́láwẹ́ ẹ̀kú kalẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
lórí bàbá Ògúndé òun náà ni mo ṣe wà mí ìfẹ́ kákọ̀ fẹnu kan bàbá yẹn kákọ̀ mẹ́nu kúrò
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
bàbá yẹn gbà tí wọ́n wà láyé bàbá yẹn ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà orin wọn pọ̀ gan tí wọ́n fi pe Yorùbá ṣàkíyèsí eré o wọ́n ṣeré tó pe Yorùbá ṣàkíyèsí, wọ́n kọ orin tó pe Yorùbá ṣàkíyèsí. Bàbá wa kan náà tó wà Láńrewájú Adépọ̀jù, bàbá yẹn náà ṣe tiẹ̀. Àwọn ẹni ńláńlá láwọn ìkàn bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú mídíà àti nínú entertainment world táwọn náà mọ̀ tí wọ́n fi orin ọ̀rọ̀ sísọ àti eré orí ìtàgé tí wọ́n fi kìlọ̀ fọ́mọ Yorùbá, tí wọ́n fi pè wá ṣàkíyèsí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lára àwọn olóṣèlú tó jẹ́ kó ṣèlú tí wọ́n ṣèlú tòótọ́ ni wọ́n ṣe òṣèlú òdodo, wọ́n fi pé Yorùbá ṣàkíyèsí, wọ́n fi jà fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá pé kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá má ṣe ẹrú.
Àwọn bíi bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀.
Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá Ògúndé sọ, ẹni bá tẹ́tí gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá yẹn tí ò bá dá mi lójú á jẹ́ pọ̀ dájú ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Torí pé nígbà tí bàbá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá sì dáa.
Kò tí ì di bó ṣe
dáa. Bẹ̀tẹ̀ ń gbà wọ́n gbà yẹn pé irú situation tá a wà sí ṣì máa dé.
Ẹ wá wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
Ẹ wá wo gbà yẹn ẹ̀wọ̀n tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Nígbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ogun ọ̀tẹ̀, àwọn bàbá yẹn rí wọ́n sì ń gbé wá ṣàkíyèsí ńgbà náà. Àwọn tí wọ́n dó lórí wa nísìnyí tí wọ́n jọ wà májèsí ńgbà yẹn wọ́n fọwọ́ rọ sẹ́yìn torí ipò tí wọ́n wò lọ́jọ́ wájú.
Ipò dẹ̀rẹ̀.
Àníṣẹ́ Yorùbá ronú, ìjọba tó wà ń bẹ̀ káṣù ẹ̀ kó òun fẹ́ gbọ́.
Torí kí ni.
Mo rántí dáadáa bàbá mi sọ fún mi pé Ìbàdàn ni wọ́n ti ṣe kì í ṣayé Ọbásanjọ́ pàápàá. Onítọ̀hún pàṣẹ pé fíìmù yẹn o, orin yẹn o, òun ò fẹ́ gbọ́ mọ́. Kódà ó ní bàbá Ògúndé sá kúrò ní pápá nítorí ẹ̀. Nígbà tó ṣe Yorùbá ronú, Yorùbá yoyoyo bí iyán alẹ́, Yorùbá bàbá bí omi òkun, Yorùbá rúrú bí omi òkun. Ó tún wá sọ pé Yorùbá bàbá ní bàbá ṣe. Ó ní Yorùbá sọra wọn di bọ́ọ̀lù táyé ń gbá, tán bá gbá wọn sókè wọ́n á tún gbá wọn sísàlẹ̀. Ó ní ẹ̀yà tó péré tẹ́lẹ̀ ni wọ́n tún wá gé wa kúrú. Oríṣiríṣi ni bàbá yẹn sọ, ó dẹ̀ ṣe fíìmù ẹ̀.
Wọ́n tún fi ṣàfihàn bóyá
àwọn tí wọ́n dó lórí wa bóyá wọ́n á gbọ́, wọ́n á wò ó, wọ́n á dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ lé. Ohun tó wá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńgbà yẹn ẹ̀wọ̀n tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí o. Ìgbò olókùnbí tá a máa gbà, Haúsá ẹ̀ Fúlàní oníkùnbí tá a máa gbà. Yorùbá wá wà láàrin ọ̀tá méjì lórí àwa nìkan. Kí ló wá fà á? Àìbìkítà, àìsíríọ̀sí wa, àjẹbánu àti ìmọ̀tara ẹni nìkan.
Ipò à ń lé ipò.
N tó fa ìmọ̀tara ẹni nìkan náà nìyẹn. Torí pé tèmi bá ti débẹ̀ ó ti tán. Ó ní tó ń ṣàwọn èèyàn tó bá sọ pé bámbámú ni mo yó mi mọ̀ pé bí pọ̀ ọmọ ẹlòmíì. Ohun tó ṣe àwọn bàbá wa ń gbà yẹn nìyẹn. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe ṣàwọn olóṣèlú ti sìn náà. Wọn aródodo wọn ní lè sọ nítorí páwọn tí wọ́n gbé wọn síbẹ̀. Ṣé Yorùbá ní tí ẹnu bá jẹ ojú àti, ẹni bá ti jẹ dodo ẹnu ò ní sòdodo.
Bàbá yìí dẹ̀ sọ nígbà yẹn.
Gbogbo àwọn táwọn bàbá yẹn ṣe lánàá ló wá padà ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìdí nìyí tí mo fi sọ pé ká lọ máa mú orin Ògúndé wá. Ká lè tètè gbọ́ ẹwọ ọdún tí bàbá yẹn ti kọrin, ẹwọ ọdún tó ti kọrin, ẹwọ ọdún tó ti kú. Bàbá yẹn ti kú sí á ti lé 30 years. Tí bàbá yẹn ti kú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà làwọn Akíntọ́lá, bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn oríṣiríṣi àwọn tó ti lọ, Bọ́lá Ìgè, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni tiwọn. Kódà ẹnìkan wà tí gbogbo Yorùbá tí a máa ń sọ ń pa ẹ̀, òun náà ni ẹni tó ṣe gbákejì Buhari nígbà tí Buhari kọ́kọ́ di military president. Ìyẹn náà no nonsense man ni máa yẹn náà takú torí rẹ̀ bí Yorùbá ọmọ lọ́rin ni. Ok, Abíọ́lá náà kọ́ lẹ́yìn Abíọ́lá Ìgbòho náà tó dìde. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti jẹ́ hero nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n máa stigmatize ẹ̀ náà. Bàbá Ògúndé nìkan ni mo rí pé bàbá yẹn ṣàṣeyọrí, ó dúró tán.
Ọgbọ́n tó ní ọfọgbọ́n sí ní.
Awólọ́wọ̀ wọlé wọn gbé fún ọmọ Yorùbá ló sì wá ń jọba. Abíọ́lá wọlé wọn gbé fún Yorùbá náà lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ gbà náà kódà Yorùbá ló padà jẹ beneficiary. Kí ló wá ń ṣàwa Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé ó máa ń bà mí nínú jẹ́ tí n bá rá àwọn nǹkan tá à ń ṣe pé ìjọ wo la tó fẹ́ gbọ́n ìjọ adẹ̀lá ní sáà kọ̀ọ̀kan Ọlọ́run máa ń yan àwọn áńgẹ́lì kọ̀ọ̀kan tí ó máa kìlọ̀ fún wa.
ẹni sí wa nígbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìpàkọ́ pé ohun tẹ̀ ń ṣe yìí o.
Bàbá Ògúndé dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí áńgẹ́lì fún Yorùbá gbà yẹn àtẹ̀rẹ́ o àtọ́rin ẹ̀ o ó fi ń pe Yorùbá ṣàkíyèsí gbà náà bẹ́ẹ̀ bí people refuse to listen to him.
máa ṣe ìwúlò òkè níyì nílùú ẹ̀ ní.
Àwọn olóṣèlú kọ̀ wọn fẹ́ gbọ́ ókè Awólọ́wọ̀ náà dé olóṣèlú sálòun náà ó ṣòṣèlú tiẹ̀ ó fi jà fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá títí tó fi wọ sàárè kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí káti ẹ̀gbọ́n Abíọ́lá náà ní àwọn òrìn kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣùgbọ́n gbà tó stage kan ó rí i pé táwọn Fúlàní ṣe fún wa ó wá yíjú padà gbàgbà tí wọ́n ti rí i pé eléyìí ti ní tírẹ́sì Yorùbá lẹ́mìí wọ́n yí lágbo padà wọ́n yí lágbo dànù ókè wọ́n ti wá rò pé kò ní sẹ́ni lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ láéláé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ọmọ tí ò jẹ́ nǹkan kan ọmọ kan from nowhere kó ló tó wá jẹ́ literate ó kàn déédéé nítorí ìtọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu wọn nìyẹn olóṣèlú náà dẹ̀ ló train ẹ̀ ó kàn wá déédéé ìwọ tá a mọ bó ṣe ń lọ ìwọ ló wá fẹ́ gbèjà àwọn Yorùbá Ìgbòho wá sọ̀rọ̀ wọn nìkan lọ pa ṣe rí àwa Yorùbá àrùn tó ń ṣe wá Yorùbá ní àrùn tó ń ṣogójì náà ní ṣọ̀ọ́dúnrún ohun tó dé bá àgbọ́yadé gbogbo ọlọ́ya ní ṣe àrùn tó bá ti ń ṣe ẹnìkan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo wa ló jọ ṣe àfi ká dìde ọdún ojú wa ti ń là díẹ̀díẹ̀ ṣe ní crusade yẹn ti ń kárí.
àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀ ń wo ètò wa yìí ó tú aṣojú wọn sí.
mo gbọ́ tí bàbá.
ìlà fi mọ bá ilẹ̀kẹ̀ la fi mọ jòjì èdè wa làmì ìdánimọ̀ wà. pẹ̀lú ìgbìyànjú kéde Yorùbá kó má dohun ìgbàgbé kó má dohun àfisẹ́yìn tí egun fi sọ. ọ̀mọ̀wé Gbẹ́ngà Fágbọnú ti kó jáde. dictionary Yorùbá aláwòrán kúnlẹ́kàkì òkun fọ́fọ́ láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ dógún ló ṣàtúpalẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá tó ta kókó pẹ̀lú àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ látẹnu olùkọ́ àgbà. kò ṣeé mà níní fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o àgbàlagbà tàbí àwọn ọmọdé ìsẹ̀yìn. àwọn àkójọpọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá tó ta kókó tó lé ní 13,000 pẹ̀lú àwọn àwòrán tí yóò mú òye ọ̀rọ̀ yéni ní kankan. dictionary Yorùbá ti wà jákèjádò ilé ìtajà àti ilé ìkàwé jákèjádò àgbáńláyé. fẹ̀yìn tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ rà tàbí tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ kun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ janturu. ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní United Kingdom ẹ̀jẹ̀ kò sí ìyáàfin Dorcas Amusan Fagbonu ní 119 Little Hutton Lane Bradford BD5 OHT tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè wọ́n sórí ẹ̀rọ ọ̀bánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí +447401222557. ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Amẹ́ríkà ẹ máa pọ̀ sí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olúoṣọ́sọ̀yà ní 601 Cypress Station TR Unit 510 Austin Texas tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè wọ́n sórí ẹ̀rọ ọ̀bánisọ̀rọ̀ +175727735552. ẹ̀yin ti Europe ẹ kàn sí ìyáàfin Mary Buckner Erixbo Bisbo Ostergaard 3242434 Angel Doggy Box City ní Sweden tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè wọ́n sórí ẹ̀rọ ọ̀bánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí +4673832929. ẹ̀yin torílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé o ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ẹ máa kàn sí bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ tẹlifíṣàn tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè wọ́n sórí ẹ̀rọ ọ̀bánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 08130662361. ẹ̀yin ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹ pè ọ̀mọ̀wé Victor Taiwo sórí ẹ̀rọ ọ̀bánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 08126923916. kò ṣeé mẹ́ni ní o fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o.
Yes, please. Is that what sparked that imagination to tell us this story?
No, not only because I'm a family member of Balogun Oderinlo, but justice has not been served to this our great-great-grandfather, and I hate injustice in life. This was a man who delivered Yoruba from the incursions of the Fulanis. The Fulanis, they always had intention of conquering all the Yoruba land, and without Balogun Oderinlo, they would have been ruling us the way they did in northern part of Nigeria. The Hausas were conquered. So when we now talk of Hausa Fulani, there's nothing like that. But because they were conquered by the Fulanis at that time, that's why the Fulani is now the Hema. Most of the places now you hear of Hema of Kano, you hear of Hema of Sokoto. They are Fulanis They were Fulanis. They are not the original owner of the land. They tried it in Yoruba land, but our forefathers, Balogun Oderinlo, suppressed the insurrection of the Fulani at the Battle of Oshogbo in 1840.
But they captured Ilorin, a Yoruba land.
Yes, they captured it through deception. You see, they betray Afanja. Afanja trusted them because they projected themselves with their religion, and he allowed them. He accommodated these people. He accommodated them because he thought, well, maybe they will bring peace to the land, but they had a ulterior motive. So through his trust in the people of the Fulani extracts, they betrayed him and they took Ilorin from the Yorubas.
Did Afanja betray Yoruba land?
It may appear so. It may appear so, actually, because of what transpired between Alaafin Oyo and Afanja. There was an issue between Alaafin of Oyo and Afanja himself. That can appear to, because Afanja declared independence from the Yorubas, trusting in the Fulanis when he declared independence from Alaafin, and that could amount to betrayal. He paid with his life for that betrayal.
He trusted Alimi.
He trusted Halime, totally. Alimi put himself in the service. He became a priest to Afanja, Alimi himself. So Afanja did not make use of his own army anymore. There was alliance in Yoruba land, including the Gogon, the Onikoyi of Ikoyi. They all form alliance to fight the enemy. But Afanja now rely on the soldiers of the Fulanis. So they betray him because they have their own motive. And Afanja was not careful. The betrayer, and Alaafin Aole put a curse on him because he was the one that brought about the death of Alaafin Aole. And so because of that betrayer, he put a curse on him before he committed suicide. After Oyo was besieged, led by Afanja. So now, Aole now put a curse on Afanja before he died. And so that curse now came to pass when the Fulani betrayed him and killed him.
When you say curse,
yes,
does curses work?
Yes, curses are powerful in Yoruba land and everywhere in the world. This was a leader. This was the Alaafin himself. He was empowered by all the Yorubas as a descendant of Odua, the progenitor of the Yorubas. So he was the one that was sitting on the throne. That's Haole. And his cause was effective, very powerful. It was not ordinary cause. It was a spiritual cause.
And it affected Afanja.
It affected Afanja, and to some extent, all Yorubas.
Balogun Oderinlo,
yes,
can also be said to be connected to the fight around that axis at that time.
Balogun Oderinlo served under Afanja before, when he was in Ilorin, before he came to Ibadan. Balogun Oderinlo was born in Ilorin. So he was part of the Afanja army before he migrated to Ibadan. But he stayed in some places before he reached Ibadan, like Olukwana, like Iran. He stayed in those places. He helped them to fortify the place before he eventually came to Ibadan.
So his exposure to the Fulanis in Ilorin was what he needed at the time the Oshogbo War started, right?
Exactly. He fought with them. They were together under the Afanja army. So he knew their tactics. He knew how they fight. He has seen them fighting, and that helped him. He has studied them very well. He knew their the weapon they use, the way they fight, the formation of battles. So he knew them very well. And he knew when to attack them. That's why he attacked them during the night.
Now, Oderinlo reigned at the same time when Oluyole was reigning. Oluyole was the Bashon.
Oluyole was the Bashon. In other words, he was the head overall. Whereas Balogun Oderinlo was the Balogun at that time, next to Oluyole.
Now, in the book,
yes,
it seems they had cordial relationship.
Very, very cordial relationship. Very, very cordial. In fact, Oderinlo helped him a lot. Oderinlo was in Ibadan before Oluyole came. It was Oderinlo that welcomed him and assisted him. Even during the insurrection, when Oluyole would have been killed, when he was coming from the war, it was Oderinlo that helped him, that shielded him from being killed. So they had cordial relationship. And Oderinlo was faithful to him. Even when he died, Oderinlo sent people to his house to protect his property. Otherwise, the people of Ibadan, they were about to attack the property. But he sent 2 men of war to protect the house.
I'm wondering why you called Iba Oluyole a tyrant, a despot. You repeated that in the book.
Of course, he was. He was a tyrant. That's the fact of the matter. He ruled by force. He ruled by force. And the people, if you read that book very well, you will see at the Battle of Oshogbo, the people came after they finished the Fulani. They said they don't want him there. They want They wanted them to assist them. But Oderinlo said he would not disparage the person who held the title. He will not make any insurrection against him. He won't be part of the rebellion. So he checked the rebellion. They didn't listen to him. Those who didn't listen to him, they came to fight against Oluyole, but Oluyole overcame them. But Oderinlo was not part of it.
How did Oluyole get to know that they were rebels within Ibadan at that time?
He was a warrior himself. He had ruled for long. He knew the people about it very well. He had, everywhere you have intelligence report. Even among those people who are planning, he may have his own people who would pass the message to him. So he must have had intelligence report, but definitely not from Oderinlo. Oderinlo was not part of the rebellion.
I was going there.
Yes.
Because at some point while reading, I was saying, did Oderinlo sell out the warriors that informed him they wanted Oluyole out?
No, because when they came to Ibadan, he did not just arrest them immediately. There was war. They challenged his authority. They led their own people.
Is it what you call the Ojaba War?
Yes, they fought. But Oluyole was an experienced warrior. He trapped them. And when one ran away among them, he invited him back.
The one that went to Ijayi?
Yes, that went to Ijayi. There was deception, that Oluyole practiced. He pretended as everything was settled. He invited them back, and then he did what he has to do. So Oderinlo did not give them away. He wouldn't do that.
We are in Oderinlo compound as we speak.
Yes.
This is where he lives.
This is where he lived. This is where he held his court in those days. This building I'm pointing to, that's where he held his court.
And I learned most of the warriors lived around here.
Yes, almost all of them. The Oluyole house was there. Other people's Oluyedun house, all of them. They had court in Ojaba. They live very close. This helped them a lot during the time of war. They can quickly and easily gather themselves together, hold a meeting, and plan the strategy of war before they move. So it helped them. It was like a barracks of the army. Ibadan was a military wing of all the Yorubas. So we can say the Ojaba here and everywhere that's very close to this place can be said to be the barracks of the army in those days.
The Battle of Oshogbo was quite strategic.
That's correct.
Oderinlo led that battle.
Yes.
He stopped the Fulani.
He stopped their incursion. It was a great battle.
And that was a tough battle.
It was in the 1840s. It was a tough battle. And he stopped the incursion of the Fulanis and thereby saved the Yoruba land from the Fulanis.
Where did you get your facts from?
The facts, even Oderinlo family, we know the story. The Magaji of Oderinlo is here. I'm a member of Oderinlo family. I'm a Magaji of Ajagba. The same family. So we know the family history. And there are other books as well that pointed to the fact. You must have read of Samuel Johnson. He wrote a book on the early Yorubas. You will read the history of part of what happened. But they did not get the intricacies of that history because they are not part of the family. So the family history, the workload that Oderinlo put on that battle is still in the family house. The staff that he used is still in the family house. So we have the weapon that he seized from the Fulanis is in our family house in Oshogbo. So we have all this history. These are facts.
Oderinlo was buried here.
He was buried here. And I will show you the burial ground later.
Before the Battle of Oshogbo,
yes,
Oderinlo had a pigeon.
He had a pigeon. That's correct.
The pigeon was like a spy.
It was like a spy. He had it like a spy.
For Oderinlo.
Yes.
He sent the pigeon to the Fulani camp.
That's correct.
The pigeon will go survey,
carry out intelligence report.
And in the book, you said fortified pigeon.
Yes, it was a fortified pigeon.
When you say fortified pigeon, what does that mean?
You see, Oderinlo was taken at the age of 15 years old. He was taken by Haja. That the spirit of whirlwind. He was carried out. What the American will call abduction. He was abducted by Aja. In Yoruba land, Aja was the spirit of the whirlwind. He can carry people. Some people were carried away. They were things, how to use the herbs, powerful medicine. So Oderinlo was fortified by that Aja. So he gave
ògbénu omi ríran tẹja ògbólógbò egúngún ní dún tàbàntàbà nínú aṣọ ògbólógbò oníṣègùn ìbílẹ̀ kan bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tọmọ tìfún tẹ̀dọ̀ ewé àti olóyè máyégún adífá bí ẹni wẹjú aníkúlápó agbọ́sẹsẹ fámọlé agbẹ́ǹkùlé mọye odù tó wù ogun àìrọ́mọbí ní tiẹ̀ ní ogun àìrálàánú ló ń bá ayé rẹ̀ wọ̀dì mú àrùn ọjọ́ pípẹ́ ló ń bá ọwọ́ jàǹkadì káṣiṣẹ́ bí erin jẹ̀jẹ̀ ìlérí ogun àmúbọ̀ ọkọ àmúbọ̀ aya ní tiẹ̀ ní tàbí ogun afiniṣẹ̀sín níwájú olóore èyíkéyìí ogun tàbí àìsàn tó máa ń bá ayé rẹ̀ jà tètè máa bọ̀ wá sọ́dọ̀ olóyè máyégún adífábí ẹni wẹjú abólórí bẹ̀rí abániyẹ̀ràwọ̀ ẹni wò aníkúlápó àgbàlagbà ọ̀jìmì tó mọ orúkọ tí wọ́n ń pe àwọn ìyá mi àgbà fún àyẹ̀wò tàbí ìmọ̀ràn ẹ pè sórí nọ́mbà yìí 08023940939 08023940939 báṣẹ́ bá mu mi àjò dànù bí gèrè bá mu mi àjò dànù tìlétọ̀nà la fi ń jolóńgìní tètè máa bọ̀ wá sọ́dọ̀ olóyè máyégún adífábí ẹni wẹjú kógun ayé rẹ̀ ó dà fíẹ́yìn.
He gave him a sign, he gave him a staff and the pigeon. So those three things work to help him in the battle. Those were the powers of Oderinlo. The staff is still in the family house, although the Osen have gone away.
When you say Oderinlo was fortified,
yes.
So what would he do with those fortification that he got?
He used it as a warrior. The best weapon that you can have in that time is what we call fortification of juju. They used juju to fight. That was their hammer. That is their machine gun. That's the most powerful weapon that you can have. A warrior who doesn't have it cannot fight. Before you can be called a great and mighty warrior, you have that juju well. You must have been fortified.
The juju comes from where?
Comes from, it's combination of herbs and leaves, animal skin, animals, a lot of things. And there are some word of incantation. So Oderinlo was fortified, even by his parents, and that the spirit of whirlwind the Aja that I spoke about. You know, who abducted him.
While reading the stories of Yoruba land with specific to Oderinlo,
yes,
I was feeling perhaps I needed the powers of Oderinlo. Can I be fortified?
You can't be.
I want to be fortified.
You can't be. That was a different time. For instance, he was abducted by Aja, who fortified him. So, where is that Aja that fortified you?
Where is the Aja? Where is Aja?
It was a kind of spirit. It was a kind of myth in those days, a spirit. Even now in America, you heard that people are being abducted by some forces, and sometimes they bring them back. So, in those days, it was a prevalence myth at that time. So Oderinlo was carried away. For 90 days, he was under the tutelage of Aja. He was being fortified. He was being empowered. So those power are not, you can't find it anywhere these days.
Can't we go bring back those powers? Turn them into science?
Yes, that should be. That should happen. Because it reduces our development. Lack of those power. Those people, they knew the use of herbs. Today we are using Chinese herbs. When our forefathers, they knew the combination and the useful of herbs to treat ailments, not even to fight war. Because they have their own way, the scientific way of doing things. But for some reason, we've abandoned what we have. We believe in foreign things, which is destroying our community. Now we have to go to the Chinese to buy herbs when we have a superior one that can help to cure ailment, to cure diseases.
You know what excited me the first time I saw this book? It says, okay, perhaps that realization has come.
Yes.
That we know where we are coming from.
That's right.
But what then happens is that we didn't know where we were going to.
That's a big problem.
So you have gone now to trace this history.
Yes.
And you have given us a book.
That's correct.
That is a classic.
Yes.
I saw pure strategies of war.
Yes.
In this book.
That's correct.
I can also title this book Oderinlo's Strategy of War.
Yes.
And I have read The Art of War.
That's
by
correct.
Sun Tzu. And I'm saying, we also had our strategies of war.
Yes.
Let's look at the strategies of war that Oderinlo adopted in the Oshogbo battle.
That was the first thing when I was young that I started learning. What is our strategy of war? What is the battle formation? Then I learned a lot from Oderinlo's strategy of war. He didn't just fight. For about 30 days, when they were in Oshogbo, they did not attack the enemy. There was counsels of war. What is the best strategy to attack these people? right? Oderinlo first consulted his God. He was a worshipper of Oshogbo. He consulted the Osain. How do we fight this battle? The Osain told him, you will win this battle, but you have to take me along to win this battle. So, having consulted his God, that is spiritual exercise. He prayed. He sought power. He sought protection from his God. He was given proper direction, what he should do to win the war. So, he carried the Osain to the battlefront. All the three things that was bestowed upon him by the Aja was taken to the war. The Osain, the staff, and the pigeon. So, now, when they had the council of war, they decided to attack the Fulani. That is another thing. The Fulani at night. Fulani, they had horses. So, the Ibadan cannot fight them in the day because they use their horses as a weapon of war as well. So, they decided to attack them in the night. They knew that they are always weak. Having fought alongside with them, he knew their strategy. So, he made a group battle formation. He divided his army into three. He led the one, and he put some strong personality, strong general, and the other two the soldiers. So when they attacked, it was in the night. So they attacked through the night, and they shot the people. By the time they attacked them, they were sleeping. They were confused. And those who were not dead, he sent his pigeon to take poison to the river where they drink, the Fulanis were, to the camp of the enemy. The pigeon delivered the poison. And those who survived the war, they drank the poison. By the time they woke up, they are almost dead. Thus, Ibadan just marched upon them and took over everything. So it was a real military strategy. Very, very tactical. Oderinlo knew his onion very well. He was a real war general of Yoruba. So without proper battle formation, without adequate planning, without strategy, no matter how powerful you are, you cannot beat the enemy.
He knew the Fulanis fight with horses.
Yes.
And horses can't fight at night.
They won't see properly. So he attacked them in the night. It was a strategy. A highly military strategy. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. And that's why he was victorious. He didn't just because he had power. You see? A powerful man without adequate plan is a lazy man. Because he will lose the battle. Despite Oderinlo power, he still had to have his own strategy. He made a very powerful strategy to attack the enemy.
But the pigeon died.
He died. He inadvertently took the poison in his mouth. But he delivered the message. I guess he finished his race. And he died. It was a great loss to Oderinlo.
I was pained when the pigeon died.
Yes, they have been together for many years, since the age of 15.
And I became fearful for Oderinlo.
Okay.
His pigeon had died.
Yes.
The pigeon that spies for him.
That's correct.
I said, okay, he will become vulnerable.
But he still had the staff. The staff also was a weapon of war. Because, you see, the legend has it that when he wanted to go to war, if he can use that thing to command the army from the ground, spiritual army, not physical one. So the staff was very powerful. It was given the staff by the Aja.
You know how they commanded these spiritual armies?
Yes.
Still fascinates me.
Yes.
Sometimes they sound like subjects of fiction.
No, they are not fictionary. When you see people praying as well, they command the angel to act for them. The same way these people use their spiritual is only in a different way. When we are praying now, we say, "Hold, angels, come and surround this place, take over," and we believe it's happening. But this one also, they have their own way of commanding what we can call angels in those days. Their spiritual army, they help them during the war. They help him a lot. So Yorubas are very powerful people. When it comes to metaphysical power, they are very powerful people, and they use to their own advantage. And they that we are allowed to develop on our own. Things will have been different in Nigeria.
Who stopped you from developing on your own?
The colonialists.
Why did you allow them?
Well, in life, some people are more advanced. I think they were more advanced than us. We are at the stage of developing. When they came, they were more advanced, and they used cunning way, deception to get our people.
You stopped the Fulani.
Yes.
You could not stop the colonialists.
Well, that's part of life. When you are fighting against many enemies, those who are very clever, in a way. That is, we call during the Industrial Revolution, that's when they came. And they came not just ordinarily, they came with different things, religions, and a lot of using technology to produce mirror, a lot of things that we have never seen before. So they used that one to entice our people, and our people fell for it.
And you sounded as if Ibadan saved the whole of Yoruba land.
Yes, that is the truth of the matter. Without Oderinlo, Ibadan would have been slave of the Fulanis. Instead of Oba, Yoruba that we have, the whole of Yoruba land, Yoruba that we have today, it will be Hema. Even the Alaafin himself, there will be Hema of Oyo. The way they had it in the north, they have it in the north now. You know, in the north now, it is the Fulani that are ruling them. They have subjected, they have destroyed all the monarchy system of the Hausa people. They would have done the same thing in the whole of Yoruba land, but for the Oderinlo and those who fought alongside them.
How come it was mainly Ibadan that fought the Oshogbo War?
Yeah, that's what Ibadan was to protect the north of the west. They have their different, the Ijayi under Konome was to protect the south and west of the Yorubas. The Ibadan was to protect the northern flank of Yoruba land. So when the war came, the Alaafin sent to Oluyole. Oluyole was the Bashon. So when the SOS, Save Our Soul message from Oshogbo was sent to Alaafin, Alaafin sent to Oluyole. Oluyole sent for Bashon, Balogun, Oderinlo to help him to prosecute the war.
The Fulanis were already camping around Oshogbo.
They have almost defeated the Oshogbo people. The Oshogbo tried to resist them, but they failed. The initial people that was sent to Oshogbo to rescue them, they failed. They can't do it. The Fulani were there. They were mighty warriors themselves as well. So they could have overrun all the Yoruba land, if not for the intervention of Balogun Oderinlo.
Has Yoruba land celebrated Oderinlo enough?
That is one of the problems we are talking about. They didn't give him adequate recognition. It's a shameful thing. If you read the book very well, apart from saving the Yoruba land, there was a time Ibadan was under siege that Oderinlo had to sacrifice his wife and children to save Ibadan.
But we have a statue in front of Makbo.
That's correct. 6 children from one wife. He sacrificed them. He paid dearly for Ibadan to be saved, apart from what he did to the Yoruba land. You see, they used cake bean. They said the blood of those people must be mingled with cake bean, what we call ikuru in Yoruba land. And they have to, on all the 16 egress of Ibadan, they have to put all the ikuru mixed with blood to extend the Ibadan. He did this for Ibadan. He fought for the Yoruba lands. This man deserves special recognition above everybody. Now we talk of Oluyole Market, Ogunbola something. People don't recognize the man who saved the Yoruba land. Yeah, he has not been given adequate recognition for whatever reason. And we are pushing for that. That they should recognize him. Very, very important.
Because Ibadan seems to be Oluyole. Everywhere is Oluyole. Oluyole warriors.
It's so sad.
You know, and I'm saying, if Oderinlo did all this,
yes,
how come?
It's very shameful. It's on record what Balogun Oderinlo did, but it was not given. We can't understand why. We don't know the people behind it, and that's why we, the descendants of Oderinlo, are pushing for a special recognition for this warrior who saved the Yoruba land, who saved the Ibadan people. He deserves special recognition by the people of Oyo and the entire Yoruba, not only in Oyo State, entire Yoruba land. They have to give him special recognition.
Now let's read from your book.
Okay.
You said, for example, from page 94.
Okay.
That's chapter 13.
Okay.
The aftermath of the Oshogbo War.
Yes.
You said, it must be remembered that only the army of Ibadan,
yes,
and the remnant soldiers of Oshogbo took part in the epic battle.
That's right.
And not all the Yoruba army.
That's correct.
For example, Kurumi of Ijayi did not take part.
That's right.
Neither did the Ogbomoshos, the Egbas, and the Ijebus. Perhaps the Alaafin, being a veteran warrior himself, was of the opinion that it would take all the Yoruba army to liberate Ilorin from the Fulanis, as it was not the Ilorin warriors that they will be contending with, but the whole of Sokoto Caliphate.
Correct.
So the point here is that after the Fulanis were defeated in Oshogbo,
that's correct,
Ibadan army wanted to march on Ilorin.
That's correct. They wanted to march on Ilorin. Yes, they want to take it back.
Alaafin Atiba stopped them.
He stopped them.
And you make the point that if Alaafin Atiba had not demurred and had allowed the Ibadan army to press forward to take Ilorin, this history would have been different today.
That's correct.
And Ilorin would have been restored to the Yoruba.
That's correct.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it would have been different. That is if he has taken that advice to march. But don't forget that Alaafin Atiba himself was a warrior. He had fought against them before at the Eleduwe War. He fought with Oderinlo, Iba Oluyole, and Konomi. They fought at the Eleduwe War. So he knew these people very well. He knew what it takes to defeat them. Because like I said in that book, it was not only the Fulani of Ilorin that they are fighting against. They'll be fighting against the Sokoto Caliphate. Almost all the Fulanis and the their slave, they'll be fighting. So it will take a whole army of Yoruba land to march to Ilorin because people will be coming from Sokoto. So it will be a very serious battle. And I don't think Alaafin Atiba was interested in that war anymore. The most important thing to him is just to secure all that Yoruba land. I think in a way, he has considered that part of Ilorin.
But Ibadan would have gone ahead.
It would have gone ahead. But we know what would have happened. It may not have been very easy.
The way you sounded here, you think...
I think it would be easy if Oderinlo was there. If he led them, I hope that they could have captured Ilorin. And if I were to be alive at that time, I would have encouraged them. I would have invited all the other Yoruba army to support the Ibadan army and march to Ilorin.
Did they need the approval of the Alaafin to march on Ilorin?
Of course, Alaafin was the superior king. He was the one that can give the order of the battle. Even the fact that Ibadan went to Oshogbo, it was at the behest of the Alaafin. They wouldn't have gone. Alaafin was the military wing of the Yoruba land. But Alaafin was the superior king. He has to order the battle. Without him ordering the battle, they wouldn't go. So the Oyo Empire includes that of Ibadan. While the Ibadan was the military wing of Yoruba land, Alaafin retained the power. He ordered the battle, particularly a serious battle like that.
Now, Iba Oluyole wanted power and plotted a coup.
He plotted a coup. There was an insurrection. By virtue of his relationship with the Alaafin, Bashoru Oluyole himself was a prince through his mother. His mother was a daughter of Alaafin Abiodun. So, in a way, he was entitled to the throne. But Alaafin was there and he said Allah, but power, because he wanted power, he had his army. The army of Ibadan was the most superior army of that time. So using the army to lead the insurrection against Alaafin shouldn't be difficult for him. So he led his army. But Konomi engaged him. He informed Konomi before he started. But Konomi was not cooperative with him. He said, when one king is there is no need for insurrection. Your Yoruba should live at peace. But Oluyole will not have that. He led the people of Ibadan. And then they met. Konomi was there as well to engage him in battle. But though all of them, the trio of them were friends. The Alaafin Atiba, Konomi of Ijayi, and the Oluyole. But when it comes to power, friendship does not matter. Like I suggested, remember Fatsa and Babangida. Fatsa also was a very good friend of Babangida. They went to the same school, were very close friends. But there was a coup, and Babangida has to do what he has to do. They kill Fatsa. So friendship does not come in when it comes to power. That is an issue. So Konomi met him. They engaged in battle. It was a very difficult battle. At a later stage, it was Alaafin intervention that stopped the insurrection. They now held a meeting, and Oluyole apologized for his action. But he didn't kill him. They knew he's not someone you can just kill like that. So the Ibadan came together again as one.
He was also fortified.
He was fortified. Very powerful as well. Very powerful.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
Ibadan feared him.
They feared him. That's why he became a tyrant. Because when power corrupts. And power corrupts absolutely. When he became so much powerful, he used his power to dominate the people. He forced the market people to buy his yam. He had large farm. So he will just bring the farm, he will stop them from selling other things. Say, you must buy this one and sell it. And they will sell to them at exorbitant fees. But who can say this? To the extent that people they had to engage an herbalist to put a curse on him so that he will die. They want him dead. They were fed up of him. That's why I call him a tyrant. His manner, the way he held the people of Ibadan, the jugular because the checks and balances was not working. The Ibadan council, they cannot advise him anymore. He won't listen to anybody. So the insurrection was stopped. They settled the drift between them, between the Alaafin, the Bashorun Oluyole and Kononi. They became friends again. They settled that drift, and Yoruba were peaceful again. But we won't forget the insurrection. But he was a tyrant, like I said. He dominated his people. He forced the market people to sell whatever he wanted to offer at exorbitant fees. He was holding the people at jugular to the extent that the people, they have to invite an herbalist from another town to come and help them to put a curse on Bashorun Oluyole.
This is the book we are talking about. It is a book of history. It is a book about Yoruba history. It's about Oderinlo of Ibadan land, that great warrior that governed Ibadan before he died. You can get this book on udarabooks.com. On udarabooks.com. You can also order it through the WhatsApp numbers on the screen. It's a lovely book to read, and the author is telling us the story of Yoruba land. The rebels wanted Iba Oluyole dead.
Yes. Not only the rebels, almost people of Ibadan land.
He defeated the rebels.
He defeated the rebels.
This time, they now recourse to a medicine man.
Yes.
From Ife.
A juju man from Ife.
Oluyole got wind of this information.
Yes, and invited the juju man to come to his house. He used one of his servants to lay ambush on him on the top of the roof. The man was laying ambush. As the juju man stepped in Oluyole's house, the man on top of the roof came down to club him. But the juju man was fortifying himself. He dodged the club and saw what happened. So he stepped back. He chanted some incantation and destroyed that man. Later he put a curse on Oluyole himself. And within a short period of his curse upon Oluyole was just riding his horse one day. He fell from the horse. And that was the beginning of his calamity.
Did he place the curse around Ojaba?
Yes. And in the center for Jaba, that's where he placed the curse against Oluyole himself. And the curse was effective. Because not far from that time, as Oluyole was riding his horse through the town, he fell from the horse and he never recovered from the fall. He died.
Oluyole died.
He died. He was a World War general. It was during his time that the Hausas and the Fulani came to Ibadan to live as well.
His statue is there.
It was there. That's correct. That is there.
We are in the camp of warriors.
We are in camp of the warriors, the Ibadans. That's what we are noted for. The land of the warriors. I wrote a poem about Ibadan as well.
After the death of Oluyole,
Oderinlo,
leadership fell.
On Oderinlo himself.
And you know, Oluyole respected Oderinlo so much.
Yes.
He feared him too.
Yes. He knew his fortification. So Oluyole respected him and he has helped him in the past. Oderinlo has helped Oluyole to survive the insurrection of Ibadan as well. In a way, before the other rebellion, when he was coming from the war, they didn't want to receive him. They want to stop him at the gate. It was Oderinlo that assisted him to enter Ibadan again.
It seems he was not possessed by power. Because he had the opportunity to topple
Exactly.
Oluyole.
He could have done that, but he waited for his own time. It's important for people to wait for their own time. He did not lead any rebellion. So during his short reign, Oderinlo himself, it was a peaceful reign in Ibadan and Yoruba land. During that short reign, because he was a peaceful man, though he was a warrior, but he has behaved himself very well to the extent that during his time, the people knew relative peace in all Yoruba land.
He was to be installed as the Baale.
Yes, of Ibadan.
He postponed the coronation.
That's correct.
He wanted to return from the war of Sagon.
Yes, Sagon. That's correct.
Sagon War.
That's right. He was a warrior.
He wanted to go and fight.
Yeah, and he went and came back.
So when he comes back, his plan was to now have a very rich coronation.
Correct.
But some would say, you already have the crown. Why go to war again?
This man was not after the crown. That's why when he had the opportunity to lead insurrection, he didn't lead it. He wasn't, he's not someone that was thirsty for power. Yeah, his aim was to save the Yoruba land, to defend all Yoruba land, to ensure the victory for Ibadan people. And he has achieved that. So when he came back, that's when he fell sick. and did not do the coronation.
You suggested that some persons made the point that he was poisoned in the Sargon War.
I said he wasn't. People made that was the belief of some people. But Oderinlo was above that level of being poisoned. He would have seen it. There were some other things that was connected with it that has nothing to do with the poison. But I'm not allowed to say it. But he was not poisoned.
Why? Why are you not allowed to say?
Well, that is the family tradition. I've been told I shouldn't say the reason that he died.
Could it be because the pigeon also died?
I don't think it was because pigeon died. There was one thing he did, but I will not mention it. No matter how you prove me, I will not mention it.
Why?
I will not allow.
I thought you were writing history.
Yes, but some history. You see, even if you read the Bible, there was a place in the book of Daniel. They said, seal it, don't say it. They showed him something, but they told him not to discuss it, even though he saw some things. He said, seal it until that. So some things are better sealed. So it's a family history that we have sealed forever. But he did not die of poison. He did not die of any other thing. He died the way he died.
So that was why he was not coronated.
He was not coronated.
Because of what he did.
What did he do? The war he went.
He must have done something that the family is not saying.
He did not do anything. He died naturally.
He did something. And that is why the family is keeping the secret.
His death. You know, the death of kings, they don't announce how they died. They will tell you that they died. In fact, they won't say they died. They will say he has entered the roof or ceiling. They won't say he died. So the way we don't mention it, because he was a king.
In the book, you said Oderinlo was a benevolent leader.
Yes, a benevolent leader, a peaceful and generous man.
And there was peace during his reign.
There was peace. Because he was not a warrior, but still a man of peace.
So we can say he was one of the Olubadans, even though there was not an Olubadan then.
Yes, he has been crowned. He has been crowned in a way to become Olubadan. Only the coronation he did not do. Like Balogun Ibikunle himself did not do the coronation. So,
he died in 1850.
1850, yes.
1850.
That's correct.
That was long ago.
It was a long ago.
He had children everywhere.
Everywhere. In Oshogbo, in Badagry, and Ibadan. But this is where he died.
Was he a restless polygamist?
No, he was a warrior. You know, in part of our tradition as Yoruba people, you marry many wives. He was a warrior. He has stayed in many towns. And like Oshogbo, he was there for some time. So he had family there. He was in Ilorin, where he came from. He had his family there. He lived and died in Ibadan. He had his family there. Many warriors, they have family like that in everywhere. And it was not an exception.
Are you satisfied that you wrote this book?
I'm very happy about it. Very, very happy. It was a good book of history. And generation after us, we learn from it. The truth has been told. What has not been exposed has been exposed. And we are now waiting for the government to do something to honor this warrior of Ibadan.
Was he a giant?
He was a tall man. He was a tall man, a very big man, very big handsome man, very tall. The way you see his picture, that's the way he looked like. Very tall.
But we don't have a picture of him.
At that time, there wasn't picture. It was long time ago. Or if we had, it must have been lost. When people, a lot of time, you are talking about more than 150 years ago.
Can we wake him up and let him speak? Can we invoke him?
Well, that's another thing. I won't say it's impossible. I will not say it's impossible. But I've not tried. I knew Yoruba had the power to speak to the dead in a way. But I am not party to that.
Because I would like to see him.
If you see him, you will run away. Even the warrior, the cloth that he wore when he fought the battle, is at the family house. This gentleman that we will speak to later, the Arole of Oderinlo himself, the Magaji of Oderinlo himself, will tell you that if you look at the picture above there, you will see the warrior cloth himself, the one that he used in the battle over 150 years ago. That warrior, ordinary person cannot wear that cloth. So talk less of waking him up and then inviting him.
So nobody can wear it, you know.
Only the Arole of Oderinlo can wear it.
Can wear
it.
And when he wears it, how does he feel?
Hey, if you last time when we did the Ibadan Day, that's the day you always wear that cloth. You will see people pouring gin or shinap on the body, and that shinap will not touch ground. No matter how much you pour on, the cloth will soak it up. It was not ordinary cloth. So that was a fortified cloth.
It's still fortified.
The fortification that has been done from the beginning is still on that cloth till today. It's not something anybody can just wear. That person will die.
Why?
Because it's a fortified cloth. There are some things that must be done before you can put that cloth on. It was a warrior cloth.
Things like?
The fortification has to be appeased before they can wear.
Where will it be appeased?
The custodian of that cloth knew and knows what should be done. Even himself, before he can put that cloth on, he has to do some certain things. He's the only one competent that can tell you that. But it was a powerful cloth. It was a warrior cloth, not to be worn by anybody.
Can tourists go to the family house to see the warrior clothes?
That's possible. They will give him advance notice if they want to. But
we can make a lot of money from that through tourism.
It's not about making money. Hey, you follow the instruction that has been laid down properly. You don't do things because you want to make money from it.
Can't we defortify the clothes and make money through tourism?
Why should we defortify the clothes of our forefathers? It's something you have to respect. You can see it during the Ibadan day. You will put it on. There was a day when we were launching this book, the Magaji of Oderinlo has also put on the cloth as well. It was the same cloth that he wore to the launching of this book.
Can that clothes bring wealth?
No, it was not meant for wealth.
Can it bring good luck and power?
Yeah, they pray for people. Whenever he wears that cloth, he blesses the people and things happen. Yes.
Thank you for writing this book.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
I love the book.
Yes, it's very good, very exciting book, and they contain the truth. Nothing but the truth.
You know, sometimes we had an army.
Yes, great army in Yoruba land.
We should act this as movies.
Yes, that's correct.
So that the world will know we had armies.
That's correct.
Today we talk about the Roman army.
Yes.
We had armies that could compete with them.
Very, very correct.
The Oderinlo.
Yes.
The Baoluyolis.
Yes.
The Kurumis.
The Kurumis. They all fought at the same time. They were warriors of Ibadan. When you see Ibadan as big as it is today, some people were behind it, and we should remember them.
Lagelu is the founder
was the founder of Ibadan. We shouldn't forget to mention his name. He founded Ibadan. He was a great warrior. The man who established Ibadan himself was a great warrior. He was the first leader of Ibadan.
And Ibadan people came from everywhere.
Yes, that's why we said Ibadans, we are the Yorubas, because from everywhere. Ogumola come from somewhere, from Ilobu, other people from somewhere, a lot.
Oluyole from Oyo.
Oluyole from Oyo. Maya from Ife. Kurumi from Ijai.
Oderinlo from where?
Oderinlo from Ilorin. So we came together. That's why when you are talking of the Yorubas, we talk of Ibadan. Because in the Ibadans, you will find all the Yorubas.
Nia Borishade, thank you for featuring on State Affairs.
You are welcome. Thank you very much.
Agede